Hello Aquarians and cross watchers, welcome to your video. So this is a video request. I've had a few of these, and it's called it's about what happens if the runner becomes the chaser. What happens if the runner becomes the chaser? So that means this would have been a connection where you chased them and then stopped, and then they started chasing you. But maybe you don't want it now. Maybe you're now the runner. Okay, so if it's like that, we're going to see what happens when the runner becomes a chaser. This is obviously a general reading, so it's not specific, and it may not apply to everybody, or at least all parts of this reading may not apply to everybody. Okay, so what happens when the runner becomes the chaser? A lot of times this is specifically have to do with twin flame connections, and it is about people who are requesting this reading. They're requesting about that twin flame connection, what happens when the runner becomes the chaser. So we're going to start off here with a twin flame oracle deck, and I just want you guys to know that you're so beautiful and needed in this world, and no matter what, okay, if you're dealing with a twin flame or on that type of connection, you feel you've met them or not, they are the catalyst to your awakening. So regardless of focusing on what's going on in their life, focus on your awakening, your ascension. All right, show me what I need to see for this reading. Show me what I need to see. We have recognition. So there is recognition, and maybe there is some sort of deception involved, and maybe there wants to be a correction of that, because it's kind of in reverse. These cards are not meant to be taken in reverse, and I use my own discretion as to whether I want to take them. I go on a feeling, or I'm guided with arrows to take it or flip it or whatever. So show me what I need to see. This is the oracle part of the reading. Anything else? Thank you. Thank you. So we have tribe. All right. We have 3 elephants here. 1 is estranged and 2 are together. So they might be with someone else, the person that you're inquiring about, or you might be with someone else. Could go both ways. All right. We have balancing the scales, but it's in the reverse. The energy is not right. The energy is probably not balanced the way it needs to be, because with the elephants on the bottom, I really feel strongly that there's a twin flame connection, not in connection. Somebody's with someone else. It has a lot to do with balancing the energy. It's balancing the scales. I'll put it there, but it is in the reverse. All right, you both might be mirroring each other, all right? And so for that fact, there's no change. And somebody, usually the divine feminine energy, needs to go through the dark night of the soul, all right? Practice meditation and practice presence, because there's a lot here where you're both mirroring each other. And to confirm that, you might see signs and synchronicities like mirroring numbers like 1221, 1331, 1001. When you see numbers like, 1111 is obviously mirroring numbers, okay? But when you see numbers like 1212 or 1010, those are repeating numbers. Those are not mirroring numbers. Mirroring numbers are seeing the same number but backwards, 1441, stuff like that, okay? So you're mirroring each other, but it looks like change hasn't happened. You're both doing the same thing similarly. Might not be literally doing the same thing, but the energy, it's reflective of one another. And we have spring in the reverse. We have divine masculine in the reverse. So there's a divine masculine energy who is not changing. All right. Something might be significant about the spring. I don't know. And we have the observer. Now this is the key. This is the key to bringing the balance. Being the observer, the noticer, the witnesser. Doing soul things that your soul can do, not your physical body or mind, because you're not connected to your twin flame in your mind or your body. It's the soul. That's where the connection is. It's the soul. And it takes soul things for that connection to happen, okay? And it's very hard for a lot of people to understand. So just trying to understand that it's about your ascension and going within, and a lot can come about being the observer, just being the noticer, the witnesser, not the one who gets the brain so involved. Sitting in silence and being in the moment. Being in the moment takes a lot of presence, and presence needs observation. That is the dark night of the soul, and somebody might be fighting it. Somebody literally, I feel, is fighting this connection. So let's get into the tarot, see what wants to come out. What happens if the chaser becomes the runner? Well, it's looking that as of right now, that's not the case. It's looking like if you both might be doing the same thing. You both might be checking up on each other. This is another thing, Ace of Wands. It's about a passionate new beginning, but it's also about a lot of passion and sex and Ten of Swords. So Ten of Swords is a harsh ending. It's a harsh ending. Looks like somebody went in another direction, okay? Somebody literally went in another direction, and it made someone else's ending very hard because of that. All right, I'm going to do a Celtic spread for this. Hold on a second. No, I'm going to do past, present, future for this one. Past, present, future. What's the past energy like between you? All right, past energy was Seven of Wands, and it does look like a meditator here, but it is Seven of Wands. It's wands are verbs, it's an action. And so the past energy is someone decides to take care of themselves. So I understand why this video request is what happens when the runner becomes the chaser. So I do see that someone has decided to not chase. But just remember that literal thoughts, thinking about them, is a form of chasing. So I don't know if anyone needs to know that, because it does say mirroring. So you know what I mean, like checking up on each other, thinking of each other. That's mirroring, but it doesn't create change. What creates change is really sticking to this practice of presence, meditation, being the observer, the noticer, the witnesser, experiencing soul things and having experiences, but not being stuck in thought. So that's the past energy. So, you know, like I say, and here's again meditation, you know, connecting, raising your consciousness. That's what this type of connection requires. But it doesn't look like anybody's going to be a runner or a chaser at this point, because it looks like both energies, well, it looks like you're physically doing similar things, is what I want to say. Tell me about the Two of Swords in the reverse, in the past. And that's the past energy. We will get into the current. Okay, yeah. So the past energy is like a lot of thinking of each other. All right. Tell me about the Seven of Wands. Yeah. So you guys, in the past energy, we have the thoughts. Okay, the thoughts. Thinking of them is a form of chasing. Thinking of them is a form of chasing. And it's saying, it looks like I said, we got mirroring, and so there's no change. There's no change right now as of the recent past. Let's get into the current energy then. Tell me the current energy for this twin flames. And this is not going to apply to every twin flame. And this is, like I said, it's a common video request. Twin flames are in general, and this is like what happens when the runner becomes a chaser. I'm happy if anybody has implemented meditation into the practice, but remember the thoughts. It's about getting out of the head. If you're thinking about them or they're thinking about you, nobody is practicing presence, because that means if they're not with you and you're not with them, okay? but you guys are thinking of each other. That's not being in the present moment, because the present moment is whatever is around you in that moment. Where are you at? Are you at work? Are you at home? Are you inside? Are you outside? What do you smell? What do you see? What can you touch? If you're eating, what are you tasting? Like, that's being in the moment. But doing whatever you're doing and thinking about them, that is not being in the moment. That's kind of halfway there. That's going through the motions, but they're on your mind. What's the current energy? Single. Working on your money, maybe finances, getting your independence and sovereignty back. Maybe someone's thinking about reaching out to the other person here. Current energy. Maybe you are doing just enough work, just enough meditation to get them to reach out, but that's like, doesn't mean that it's victory that's long lasted. This is a process. This is a lifestyle that has to be maintained. Anything else for the current energy? Yeah, somebody really wants to reach out here, okay? But this is more of a free will thing, okay? Because the Magician is reversed. So I have Cancer. I have Virgo, Gemini, and I have reaching out. Somebody wants to reach out and communicate, all right? Maybe they want to reach out and communicate. Maybe you do. Like I said, maybe you've done enough work to where they'll reach out. But it's a process. It's a continual work that has to be done. Even if you have released them, this is the 10 of Wands reversed. This person still in this Knight of Wands energy, which is inconsistent. So it's basically like I said, and we have a karmic here in the background. All right, so it's like I said, this person may reach out, okay, because you've done enough work, but they're still in an energy that they can just as quickly get right back out again. This is like, you know, or if you reach out to them, they may not reciprocate. Okay, this is a free will thing. This is not someone co-creating with the divine, because the traditional magician holds the staff in the sky because they are co-creating with the divine. This is in the reverse. So this is someone who's not co-creating with the divine. This is the current energy of somebody wants to reach out here. Okay, this is pretty quick. The Chariot is here, but it's not in the correct. Like, in other words, there's someone hasn't changed. Someone is not co-creating with the divine here. So even if they come back and chase you, it doesn't look like they stay in that energy. Something's missing, because the Magician talks about something being missing when it's in the reverse as well. Tell me about that Nine of Pentacles and the current energy. Tell me about that Nine of Pentacles and the current energy. Yeah, perfect, and perfect card too. Thank you, Spirit. This is control and this is freedom, but they're both, somebody has got to let go of control. This means let go of all expectations. Let go of control, okay? Because they have their own free will. You also have your own free will. They'll have to learn the same things you did. If you release this person, you start working on yourself, they're also going to have to do that at some point. Understanding, but it's, this birdie escapes. But like this, this is being stuck in the mind, okay? Quite frankly, these two cards is being stuck in the mind. You guys are not connected in the mind. You guys are one soul, two bodies. And literally thinking of them is a form of chasing. So someone is thinking about reaching out here, but really everything is saying go within. Everything is saying get out of the mind and go within, because that is the correct way to manifest this. That is the correct tools. That's what's missing is manifestation. This manifestation is missing practicing presence, being the observer. That's what's missing. Tell me about the Magician that's in reverse. Tell me about the Magician in reverse. And I like using this tarot deck, Osho Zen, because the twin flame thing, what people want to call journey, whatever, it's not, you know, it's just, it's a Zen practice. This is Osho Zen. I mean, they get it, okay? They get it, what it is. This stuff of what it's been made into is pretty toxic here today. We have the Empress in reverse. So when the Empress is in the correct energy, the Empress attracts. That is the yin energy. Doesn't matter if it's a man or woman. That yin energy can be in a man's body or a woman's body. But this Magician is reversed. See, this comes about when someone is in their energy of connecting with consciousness, practicing presence, doing soul stuff, ascending, awakening. That's the key. That's the ticket. That's what's missing. Someone's not attracting, someone's chasing. But it does also say in the current energy, if they come back around, it looks like somebody who's in an Empress energy, a yin energy, is not wanting this anymore. So you might be seeing them, but I still see I still see this energy here. I don't see a change in that. I just see that someone comes in and then can be back out again in the current energy. Tell me about the Chariot. Right. So somebody feels it's the right time to come back in, or come back, or to come in. And it may be because, like I said, you've done enough work, you've done enough meditation, you've been practicing presence, you've been being the observer, and they want to reach out. All I can tell you is, even if they come back in, there's still work to be done, because this is an energy that they can just get right back out again. They can just, you know, come in and get out. Let's see the near future. Let's see the near future. Near future is, you know, you don't have a problem with your cutoff game if they're coming in like that. You want this or nothing, right? You want the 10 of Cups with them, or that's it. So, but it does look like they could come in flirty, passionate, maybe wanting to sleep with you. And you're going to have a strong cutoff game if that's the case. If somebody's coming in to do the same thing as before, that's going to be out of the question. Tell me about the Queen of Swords. Well, no, let's get, oh, that's a lot. Okay. Well, there we go. There's our story. Let's see what we have. You're going to make a decision to cut them off. They will chase. They will chase, but I'm telling you, they're not in the, they're still in the lower energy. And I would say, if you want them to raise their vibration, try to stop thinking about them. It's difficult, I know. There's a lot here. There's a whole story here. Give me a second to check it out. In the end, they do want to chase you, okay? And they do want to move away from a karmic situation, because, like I said, it does look like it was somebody else. Remember, we got these elephants. Oh yeah, and right next to the elephants, we got twin flame reverse. So they are with somebody. They are with somebody else. But what I see is, when they'll return, you have boundaries up, but they're not ready to commit. They're not ready to commit. They're not ready for this love, this Ace of Cups reverse. Now we have a Tower. There's something that happens quickly, okay? A Tower, and then this person returns, okay? They say something about change, or that they're changing. Maybe something here about a Leo, or about strength. They need strength, because when you have Tower, you have strength. It takes strength after a Tower. They could go through a breakup and come in. And they may say that, you know, that it's over between them and another person, but but then they could also leave. They could move back in with that person. Just be aware that when someone comes in, it looks like, and what that is also going toward the karmic. So it looks like, I'm going to clarify, but it looks like even though your boundaries are higher, there's still more work to be done, because they're not coming in ready to stay. They're coming in because of some sort of tower, but they're not wanting commitment or love, or maybe a relationship, ends and they return. There's something about needing to change and wanting here to be in a reunion. But this could be you even walking away. So I want to know about the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is you. All right. Things are changed. We have ordinariness in the reverse. But this is also being in the present moment. So keep that in mind. This person is tending to the garden, the flowers. Okay, this is practicing presence and having experiences. It landed on the Six of Cups, which means even though your boundaries are higher, even though you might be doing this meditation work, the thoughts are still on them. Okay, so it's saying right here, you have improved yourself, but your thoughts are still on them. All right, and that's what's missing, and that's why things are not quite right in this energy. Tell me about the Hierophant. That's why you've done enough work for them to return. Even if you say you don't want them, you're thinking about them. It has to be, because it's showing up all over the place. Travel. So I do see them coming in, not wanting a commitment, but either texting or traveling here. Tell me about the Ace of Cups reverse. Patience is in the reverse. Seven of Pentacles is in the reverse. This person, this also could be saying this is a person who doesn't want to have any kids or any of that stuff too, if that was something that was ever discussed. This can be a soul. This is a pregnant person. They're both reversed. Either way, somebody doesn't have the patience to stick around. Somebody doesn't have the patience for that. Tell me about the Tower. Or maybe they come in and they don't explain anything, if there's anything that's going on with the karmic, or if they have anything going on that might involve a child. Tell me about the Tower. It could even be a tower over a child. Laziness. So this is the thing. This person that you're thinking about refusing or pushing away, okay, but you're still thinking about them, all right? You physically might have pushed them away, but they're on your mind. By doing nothing, a tower will happen. So either way, and you guys are mirroring each other, so by doing nothing, a tower will happen. If you're not working on your ascension, a tower will happen. If they're not, there's a tower. It's a change that cannot be changed. It's a forced change. It's Scorpio and Aries in nature. It's Mars. You got to go within here, consciousness and healing, but that's not happening. You don't have to heal, but you got to go into consciousness, and I think this just happens automatically. The heart chakra it opens up. Love, okay? Unconditional love. Tell me about the Five of Pentacles reverse. That's usually a return. Trust, they will return. It really is only showing me, for anybody who is wondering about the chaser becoming the runner. I understand physically somebody has let go, but mentally somebody has not. That is a form of chasing. This person is going to come back in, but it looks like it's temporary. It doesn't last or stick, because somebody is also not sticking to the practices, like the traditional Zen teachings of the meditation, and letting this go and having no expectations, just knowing that you're a soul and you're having experiences and you're experiencing things that your soul can experience. That's what's missing here. When you bring that in, trust that, they come in and they stay. There's so much here about living in the moment. You're part of this vibration that we call Earth, and living in the moment brings this change. Tell me about the death and rebirth. Yeah. that brings things to the surface. This talks about silence, things that are hidden. We also have 2 dolphins here. It's quietness. It's the High Priestess card. It's Pisces. It's Virgo. It's hidden knowledge. But it's something changes, all right? Something is going to change from doing that. Being the observer, having the soul experiences. Someone starts fighting with themselves here, literally conditioning. That talks about things that they believe. We have the mask. The mask will start to come off. So many changes will happen just by meditating and having experiences and living in the moment. Yeah. We have 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody either makes it, yeah, somebody changes. Someone finds source, creator, connects to the universe, consciousness, that creates change. Tell me about this strength card. Yeah. Comparison in the reverse. It's somebody, there's too many differences and someone's just not strong enough. But I'm telling you, meditation will help you not think about the person, even if you don't want them to return, but you're still thinking about them. Meditation helps with that. And here we have twins, and we have a new vision. We have all this time. We have all of this time being sacrificed here. This is the Hangman card, and we have compromise. We have the twins. We literally have the 4 of Wands. 1111, twins, and we have a new vision here. So they're going to change their mind. They're going to chase, but it doesn't seem like they're going to chase or stay forever unless somebody's really practicing presence, meditating. It looks like someone's done just enough to bring this person in, but not to stay. Because it's a continual, it's a lifestyle. And it's also not thinking of them, right? Because your journey is about you, going within. It's not about you and them. It's always about you. This landed on the Empress. And, you know, we have this movement here. 10 of Wands. Someone's moving, but it's also a burden. It's a lot of responsibility. So there's something that it needs to continue on the part of the Empress, to go within. This also would talk about going within, right? Go within. All right. Anyway, let's see what they might want to say. Okay. What might they want to say to you? Let's close out with a bonus card. So for the general reading of what happens when the runner becomes the chaser, it looks like if there's mirroring, and even if you're thinking about the person, that's a form of chasing. Even if you have done enough meditation and physically cut them off, looks like they'll come in for a short time, but not a long time. They'll dip back out. The real work is practicing presence, being the observer, the noticer, the witnesser, the experiencer, going within, and really your life becomes about you, not about them. Like, if you're still thinking about them, wondering what they'll do if you're not chasing them, that's still kind of about them in a way, right? Anyway, bottom of the deck. I'm not ready. I don't know what I want, but I check on you from afar. Break away from their energy completely. Stop thinking about them and just do you. And they probably will chase and want to come into your life forever. That's just the way it works. Anyway, I love you guys. I'll see you in the next reading, and namaste, my friends.